Today's video, I'll be taking you through the process on how to create a map animation. So let me start this from the beginning. So this is basically what we're going to be creating. So this map is actually tracking a food being ordered by a user. So you can make use of this kind of animation for any project of your choice, whether a logistic project. So it's basically a user tracking their meals and calling the delivery rider, the delivery person in charge of their food. So let's dive into the video, guys. So the first thing we're going to do is to get our map. So you can actually use any of the Figma plugin to get your map. So you can go to manage plugin, type in maps, and install any map of your choice and use it to get your map. But I prefer Mapsico, where it seems as if Mapsico is not longer on the Figma plugin library. So if you find it difficult getting Mapsico, you can also go to Google Maps. So when you go to Google Maps, then you make use of your print screen. So screenshot any map of your choice. So right now I want to get the screenshot of this. So I'll just press my print screen and I can get any one of my choice. For example, I want here, then I'll press enter and to save on my system. So that's it for that. So the next thing we're going to do is to create our component. Because if you watch the prototype, so this particular element here was actually given a blinking field. So what I actually did was that let me duplicate this, let me delete this and let me detach this from the component. So this is basically circles joined together, grouped together. So the bigger one has a fill of 10%. As you can see, the figure is 10%, while the second one has a fill of 60%. So, and it also has a stroke of 100%. So the link to this file will be on the description box for you to practice along as you go through the tutorial. And the stroke and the weight is 4 and the fill of the stroke is 100%. So this, I actually made this a component. So I right click and added a variant, and we went to main component, added a variant of this to duplicate that. So for this first one, I gave it an opacity of 0. I did the same for second one. So for the second one, I'll give this an opacity of 0. Then I'll leave this on the way it is. Then I'm going to prototype. So I'm going to use after delay for this. So I'm giving this 1 millisecond and I'm making use of smart animate. So leave it at 3000 milliseconds rather. Give this after delay, make this 1 millisecond. So just be with me, you understand. If you don't understand, don't forget to ask questions in the comment section. I'm always available to reply your questions. So I'm giving this 1 millisecond, same as the others. So since I created this as a component, if you go to the asset, you actually see it and you see that it has it includes 3 variants. So I'll basically drag this into my file. So that's basically how I was able to create that. So because of the prototype here and because of the asset, I drag this from the asset into this frame. The prototype is going to reflect on it to give you that kind of blinking effect. So for the second one, so this is basically a line. So I drew a stroke, a line, and I made sure the line is behind this first element. So as you can see, is behind this. So I also did the same for the second one. I drew a line too. For the second one, there's also a line, and the line is behind this. And make sure the two are lapped on top of each other. Yeah, as you can see, there's two different lines, and this one is on top of the second one. Just be with me, guys, you understand. So for this third one, I zoom in the map. So as you can see, the map is a little bit reduced. Maybe you did not notice. For the first tree, the map was actually zoomed. So this is the length of the map. The map was actually zoomed and expanded. Same with the first and the second. So for this first one, I zoom in the map. So let me just preview so that you understand what I mean, because it's that zooming in I did there actually gave it a kind of zoom in effect. So you can notice those kind of animation. I think you must have seen it in your Bolt app. So let me just preview so that you understand what I mean. So let me start from the beginning. As you can see, the blink effect on mouse enter the lines, then it zoom in. So yeah, so that's actually what I wanted for that. So for this first one, let's just cover the prototype setting I used for this first one. I made use of mouse enter, smart animate is out 5,000 or 1,500 millisecond for this is in. So this was 500. This I actually use after delay for this, because I just want this to move by itself, to prototype itself, so there is no need for any mouse enter or mouse leave or click. So this would just it will be as if the line is moving from here and entering to this place to actually show the user the destination, because this mapping is actually for a food delivery app. Though you can use the map for any project of your choice, whether a delivery app, a tracking app, or an app for this thing, fleet, or any purpose. So this prototype is actually showing the user the direction in which the dispatch rider is coming from. So just be with me, you understand. So as you can see, this is after delay 10 milliseconds, smart animate is in. So same with this. So because of the zooming effect, I don't want to be in charge of the prototype. I don't want to click or mouse leave or mouse enter or anything. I just want this to animate itself. So I set this at after delay 5 milliseconds, smart animate, and straight up, because I want this to move very slowly. As if you notice, the zooming in effect of the map moves in very slowly. So that's why I set it at 3,000 milliseconds. It moves in slowly. So at this point, after moving in slowly, it moves to this after delay. So I set it as 5,000 because I want this to move to this next screen faster, 10 milliseconds, then move to this next one. Then this too is also on mouse enter, because if you notice, this card is here. So the card was also in this particular frame, but the opacity, but it was reduced. I did not touch the opacity because I did not like the way the feel of when it. I actually did the first one with the opacity being 0, but I did not like the way it came out, so I decided to leave the card like that. The card is the opacity is 100, but I just moved it down because I wanted to have this feel that is coming from bottom up. So this card actually came from bottom upward to show the user more information about the food that the order that is being delivered to them. So as you can see here, the location where it's coming from, so, and different process. So if you notice in this place, there is actually a loader. So this loader, I also animated it. You might not really see it in the first prototype I created because it was quite small. So I did the same. So the same method in which I used to create this, I did the same for this. Created it as a component, added more variants, made this one, gave it an opacity of 20. Then I did the same for this second one. So I basically did that so that it will have this feel that is moving around. So let me just review so that you see how it actually looks. So this is it. Moves in, zooms in. After delay, it moves by itself and brings in our car. So if you notice here, this our loader is actually rotating. It ticks good. Move into the next one, ticks it good. This one is still blinking. Then the interface for them to speak to the delivery guy is now loading. As you can see, this is also blinking too. It's having that kind of blink effect. I made use of component, the same method I used to create this. That was what I used for that one also. So let me just do that so that you understand. So let me copy this, let me paste it here, let me detach it from. So let me make this a component, then I'll add two variants to show you what I mean. So I'm going to add another variant. So if you notice this first one, if you notice here there's an eclipse. As an eclipse, I set this at this in at opacity of 0, so you can increase this to 5 for you to see it. And for this second one, you increase the opacity of the two eclipse, so you give this bigger one 10. Just be with me, you understand. So this is too much, so I'll just give this 10, then give the inner one 5. I'm giving this an opacity of 5. So I'm now also going to prototype. So I'm basically making use of after delay for this. So after delay, because I want this to move faster, I'll give this 1 millisecond, 3000. Do the same for this. So it's going to be after delay 1 millisecond. So then the same way I went to the assets, then I'll bring it into my file. Then the prototype of this will affect the assets that I was getting from this. So this was how I was able to create my map animation. So I believe this tutorial was very helpful. So I don't know if this tutorial was very helpful. Please, if you have any question, don't forget to ask questions. Please don't forget to comment to ask a question. The more you ask questions, the more you understand more how to sharpen your UI animation skills. So if you have any question, don't forget to ask. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel to get notified whenever I post any content on UI animation. So thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much, guys, for watching.